Hi, I'm Patrick from Just Ponics, and I wanted to talk to you about a pH doser that we're developing here at Just Ponics. Today I want to talk to you about why you even want a pH doser, and I want to go through the steps that it would take to set up our pH doser and to integrate it into your system. There's a couple reasons why you even want a pH doser. You should be checking your pH in your aquaponics system almost every day. If the pH fluctuates too much, is too high or is too low, it could drastically affect your aquaponic system and destroy your plants or your fish. So a pH doser reduces your labor efforts in monitoring this pH and dosing it. So let's take a look at what we're designing. So this is our pH doser that is in prototype stage. It has a dosing head. You can dose the pH up or down. It has a pH sensor to monitor the pH, and it has a little LCD screen so that you could look at the pH when you look at the unit. This unit is meant to be used wirelessly, so you can connect to this with your iPhone, your computer, and you can change the settings and you can know exactly how the pH of your system is doing. So next, I want to talk to you about how you actually use this little device. So first, what you need is whenever you're calibrating your pH meter, you need two separate solutions. So we're using a pH of 6.86, a pH of 4.01, and these two solutions allow the pH meter to be adjusted so it can properly monitor the pH. And you need distilled water. This is so that when you dip the pH meter into one solution, you can clean it before dipping in the other so that it can get a proper reading. So let's power up this doser. So our doser runs on 12 volts. All you need to do is take the power, plug it in, and it should turn on. So you get your readings, and now you'll log on to this unit that has a web address right here. Right now it says justponics_ph.local. So you just connect to that using your phone. So once you log on, you should see system status. This will tell you the current pH that this monitor is reading. This sensor comes with a little solution that this is dipped in. And this is a storage solution. So next what you want to do is, after you logged on to the interface, you want to go to settings and you want to calibrate the pH sensor. You go to the pH sensor setting and hit calibrate. It gives you a set of instructions that you need to do. What you need to do is unscrew the pH meter from the storage solution. Follow the instructions. It says start with a 6.86 solution. You would dip the pH meter into distilled water, flick it off, and when you're ready, you hit start. So start. Once you hit start, you dip it into the 6.86 calibration solution. You hit start. You leave it in there for 60 seconds. And once you're done with that, it'll ask you to dip it in the 4.01 solution. Before you do that, again, you dip it in distilled water to clean it, flick it off, dip it into the 4.01 solution, and hit start. And then it should be finished after that. Now your pH meter is calibrated. So once you have a calibrated pH meter, you want to create an acid solution if you want to drop the pH in your system. So what's an easy way to create an acid solution? You can either use phosphoric acid or hydrochloric acid. These are very common acids to use in an aquaponic system. Do not use pH down. Try to use something that is appropriate for an aquaponic system. We're using this. It's quite dangerous. It's muriatic acid. So be careful when you're using this. How we make our solution is we take some of our tap water, this tap water. Our tap water has a high pH. It's around an 8.4. And what we want to do is add some of this muriatic acid, we're using a straw, into this tap water. We take about 1 straw full. It's half a straw, whole straw, maybe 1.5. There, and mix up. So with this, we have our pH down solution. Here's our same tap water. It's at a high pH, and we just made a down solution with this one. Okay, to use our unit, what you want to do is take the pH meter, dip it into your aquaponic system. We're mimicking it here with this vase of water. Then we want to take one of the dosing lines and put that into the acid solution, and the other one into where you want to dose. Okay. And then you want to configure your auto dosing. So you want to hit configure, set what you want to dose it to. We'll choose a pH of 7. So our water right here is about an 8.4. We can set a pH tolerance of 0.1. This is how much it can fluctuate from the target pH when you're dosing. So typically in water, there's a base, and it typically brings up the pH of the water after you've dosed acid. So you have to constantly dose this over time until the pH falls to what you want it to fall to. So we set an amount. I'm choosing 5 milliliters every time it doses. And I want to do this every 15 seconds. I save. Slowly, the pH of the water will adjust to your target level. So right now you can see that with this dosing, it adjusted the pH in this jar to a 6.75, and it's slowly rising because of that base. See that? So we set the target pH at 7. And even though it dosed to a 6.5, it's still rising. So you can choose to set the auto doser to every 5 to 10 minutes, and it could dose a little bit. And over time, it should adjust to your particular pH level. I hope you found this interesting. We're working on this pH doser for all the aquaponics growers. This will make your life easier as you're monitoring your pH and dosing your pH so that it's proper for your system.